Hi, and welcome to Sister Story, a podcast about possibility. I'm your host, Betsy Wiersma. This podcast is our way to infuse the world with ideas, insights, and experiences to help all people stand together, united for health and happiness. It's ideas for your toolkit, some things you might want to try, but some great people for you to meet to lift you up and help you along your journey. Today, I'm sharing the amazing knowledge of our guest who is star of stage and screen and stands for you and your beautiful self, the amazing Jennifer Nassi. Welcome, Jen.
Oh, thanks so much for having me. What an intro.
See, I love being in podcasting and video because I can say the truth. I can say the truth about you. And if we had 2 hours, I'd go on to the rest of the truth about you, about how awesome you are. But today we're all about what can people do when they have some time on their hands and they want to really do some things for themselves, right? We're taking care of our pets, our kids are home, our husbands are working at home. Okay, that's just maybe me. Like get out of my home office. I'm sorry, I was going down my own venting. So life has changed and we need to carve out that time for us. So would you, as an expert in health and wellness, first tell everybody about a little bit about your passion and your background, and then we'll get in some make it home, make it your way fun tips.
I would love to. So, a big part of my background has been as an educator and a health coach, and also a Reiki master teacher and body talk practitioner. So, for me, holistic health, really looking at the full picture of what's going on with people, is really important. But something I'm extremely passionate about and do a lot of work with right now is a company that I partner with called Beauty Counter. And one of the reasons is because Beauty Counter is dedicated to creating solutions for people around their personal care products that are safer but also really effective. As I did a lot of work in the health and wellness field, I realized that part of our life is a bit of the Wild West right now. There's not a lot of regulation or oversight. People assume that products that are for sale have been reviewed and that the things in them are safe. And the reality is that's just not true. And so when I start looking at the people that I work with, when I look at the people in my own life who are navigating things like breast cancer and ovarian cancer and all of these things, and I started to make those connections to what's going on in our environment, what's going on in the ingredients that we're putting on our bodies as well as in our bodies. I really wanted to start doing something about that, really making change and helping people switch over to products they can feel really good about, but that also are nourishing, that can really help them in terms of their own self-care and their own rituals and routines. Because I know, as a busy mom of two and a working mom and all the things, it's really easy for that part to just get left to the side. So I want to help people really reclaim that time for themselves and to feel good about what they're using and how they're using it.
Well, I tell you, I was always that person, right? That didn't really, as a teenager, pay that much attention. I was lucky to have freckles, but not acne. And so, but I did, my mom did get me in the habit of washing my face every day. And then my mom was oil of Olay, mom. You can even smell oil of Olay today, and I still smell my mom. But she really did have, um, you know, every single day a ritual of her face washing and oil of Olay. And I'm so glad that that rubbed off into me into my 40s, where I really got serious about daily self-care through a ritual of taking care of my skin. And I love the Beauty Counter products that I've worked with you for the last 3 years. That really, when I go and say to someone I'm almost 60 years old, amen, they say, wow, you're not. And I want to credit, thank you, your fantastic line of products. And also your great coaching of helping me find, the face oil that works great with my serum, that works great with Moisture for Colorado, where I get my sunscreen, and all the things in between. So thank you so much for helping me fine tune a ritual that works for me at 59 and 10/12.
Well, I'm so glad that I could be of service. It's something I really love doing, and it's something that I've learned to embrace for myself. So it's always exciting when I see other people do the same.
Well, today on this video and podcast, we want to say, what can we do if we have time on our hands? We did one already about the 1, 2, 3 of self-care of your ritual, but let's do what can we do in our home with some time to take care of our own skin and to have a little bit of fun?
Yes. Excellent. Well, I think first of all is creating the time, right? So because so many of us don't take that opportunity, or we feel like it has to be really involved and it has to take a long time. So I think the first thing is to let you know that it doesn't have to take long. My entire skincare regimen takes me 2 minutes max during the day. So know that you don't have to chunk out huge chunks of time if you can't. Just start with even 5 minutes. Find 5 minutes where you can ask someone else to be in charge of the kids, or you can have just your own space in the bathroom, kids and dog and cats and whoever else, hamster, like they are all, not allowed. It is your time. Make sure that everybody knows that. And I think as a mom, sometimes for me, there's that guilt, right? Of like, well, but they need me, or I should do it after they go to bed, or it can wait. And the more I've learned and the more I've grown, I've realized that I want my children to learn how to take care of themselves, right? I want them to know it's okay to meet their own needs and to expect that as they get older and they get married and they have families. And how are they going to learn that if they don't see me doing it for
That's
myself?
right, that modeling,
Right?
absolutely.
So find a way to create those boundaries for yourself so you have a few minutes. In terms of what you can add in that can feel really good, I do have a make at home sugar scrub that you can do. And I'll make sure if you go to my website, and I will tell you about that a little bit later as we wrap up, and sign up for the community newsletter list, I'll make sure you get that. But it's a wonderful, super easy, inexpensive sugar scrub that you can make for yourself. That is something that is so wonderful to add into your shower routine. It's going to help get really great oils on your skin. It's going to slough off dead skin. It's going to help you feel awake and reinvigorated. And it honestly takes an extra minute or two of your shower time. If you don't feel like making it for yourself, which I can completely understand, or you want to get a little fancier, Beauty Counter has an absolutely gorgeous sugar body scrub. And so it is a little spendy, but I can attest to the fact that a little goes a long way. So it actually will last you longer than you might think. But that is one of the easy ways. You're already taking a shower. Here's something you can add in and do for yourself. Another thing you can do is I have an organic pumpkin mask that you can make at home. So again, easy ingredients on hand, something that you can do. If you have kids in the house, they'll love to see your face when it's all pumpkined up. You can include them in the ritual if you want to, or if you want to save it just for yourself, that's okay too. But doing a mask once a week, maybe even twice a week, that is something that can just be really nourishing, can make you feel pampered, can make you feel like it's a special moment for you. And then of course your skin gets the benefit, right, of that extra nourishment and hydration as well. And so if that's something that either you'd rather not make on your own, or you're looking for something more targeted, Beauty Counter does have an amazing charcoal purifying mask, which I am a huge fan of. And something I really appreciate about this, if you have tried charcoal products before, they can be pretty drying. But this one actually is really gentle on your skin. It's going to leave your skin feeling really good, but also just really deeply cleansed. So know that that is available to you as well.
Awesome. So carve time out for yourself, which is number one. Number two really fun recipes. You can make your sugar scrub, which I think would be fun to make with kids. I'd actually like to try that just for fun. I love a good sugar scrub. So that would be fun to make, or a pumpkin mask, which I think would be a blast. And another great thing to make at home, but I love the charcoal mask. Even my teenager, super good for her acne and for her teenage skin. She is a big user of that charcoal mask. So that's a really super good product. Well, tell people how to find you and about this special offer.
Yes. So you can find me at jennifernassi.com. If you want to learn more about Beauty Counter there, go to jennifernassi.com/cleanbeauty. So currently Beauty Counter has a 10% offer. You're going to want to double check and make sure that's still going at the time that you go to explore products. But also know that I am happy to do complimentary consults to make sure that you find what's right for you. And for my first time customers, I'm always happy to pick up your shipping. So Beauty Counter has a fantastic 60-day return policy. Know that you have the opportunity to make sure we find those right products that work for you. You get to try them over time, make sure your skin is really enjoying them and loving the change to your routine. And if there are any hiccups along the way, I'm there to support you in making sure that you get what you need.
Well, so on today's show, you got your personal consultant for your beauty, which is awesome. You can use Zoom with Jen, something like this, have a consultation, get up close and personal about that one pigment spot right here or whatever else you're working on. She can help you design a curriculum with Beauty Counter of wonderful, healthy, safe products, and just give you kind of some insights into how you can take the best care of you. And then if you're like arts and crafts, crafty like me, I love to make, I'm a good maker. Boy, you can jump into the recipes again, JenniferNassi.com, NASSI.com. Get on her community newsletter list to get those recipes. And you and your kids, your friends, your pets, you can all work together to make a great sugar scrub, or then, of course, make a wonderful, wonderful pumpkin mask. So, Jen, we always ask if you could only tell them to do one thing out of today's show or your insights, what would be your one thing to tell them?
Oh, my one thing to tell them would be just how important finding that minute or two for you in your day really is. How you choose to use that is up to you, but make sure that you have that minute or two or more, if you can, for you to do something just for you every single day.
Awesome, awesome sauce. That is a great tip. Well, thank you for listening to Sisters Strong, a podcast and video series about possibility. We're part of the Global Sisterhood Podcast Network, which are women sharing ideas, information, and connections for global good. Please share our helpful videos and podcasts with others looking for outstanding ideas, uplifting entertainment, and fun for living a happy and healthy life. I'm your host, Betsy Wiersma.